told you about. He was from New Zealand. He came to the music store, and I noticed that, and I said, "Where are you from, New Zealand?" He goes, first thing I said to him was, "You ever been to Raglan?" And he goes, "Yeah, I lived there. He lives in Hamilton, you know." And ended up being the guy who was like next to the Minister of Health of New Zealand, and he was in the music store wanting to buy some guitar stuff for his kid, you know. And so we became friends over a few years, and really sad. One day his son calls me and tells me his father drowned at Raglan in New Zealand, and so that picture on the back of that thing was from his father bought me a T-shirt before this happened, and they sent me that T-shirt, and I put it on the back cover of that album. And Glenn, his name was Glenn Garlick. He was a really neat guy, you know, and that was a crazy story because he said they make it even more crazy when he was missing that day, and they knew he had gone surfing at Raglan, and he had they found his car, and they found a cassette tape of Krill slipping in his car. Yeah, I mean, like really, I never told this story before. I told one guy out there, I told this story, and I told him, don't ever tell anybody this story. But I'm telling it because I met Glenn in a music store, you know, and that was just another connection, you know, and that song was a special song. And, well, thank you. Thank you, Glenn.